Hello again everyone. In today's Biblical Cities of the Holy Land video, we will take a look at the Old Testament city of Shechem. The site of Shechem is situated in the modern-day West Bank between Mount Ebal and Mount Gerizim. The name Shechem, which means shoulder in Hebrew, apparently refers to the fact that the city was located on the lower slope or shoulder of Mount Ebal. Shechem had access to two major ancient highways going north to south and east to west, a water spring and a fertile agricultural lands that made it an ideal location to establish a city. The first evidence of a major city at the site dates to the early 2nd millennium BC, though evidence of earlier human activity at the site has also been discovered. It was at Shechem that Abraham stayed for a time and erected an altar after he first entered the Promised Land in Genesis chapter 12 verses 6 to 7. Later, Abraham's grandson Jacob also lived near the city and even purchased a parcel of land close to Shechem, on which he also erected an altar and apparently dug a well, according to Genesis chapter 33 verses 18 to 20 and John chapter 4 verse 5. A church was erected over the site that is traditionally believed to be the location of Jacob's well. Later on, Jacob's son, Joseph, would also be buried at Shechem, according to Joshua chapter 24 verse 32. A structure near Shechem is considered to be the traditional site of Joseph's tomb. The Bronze Age city, which measured about 10 to 12 acres, quickly became a significant political and religious centre within the land of Canaan. The political importance of the Bronze Age city is demonstrated by multiple references to it in extra-biblical Egyptian sources, like the execration texts and the 14th century BC Amarna letters, where the king of Shechem, Labayu, was apparently attempting to take control of lands controlled by other nearby city-states within Canaan. The power and wealth of the city during the Bronze Age is further demonstrated by the fact that in around about the 18th century BC, an entirely new and large defensive wall was first built. This was then replaced later by an even more impressive stone wall and multi-chambered gates during the latter part of the Bronze Age. The political importance of the city during the later Iron Age can also be seen in the Old Testament in 1 Kings chapter 12 verses 1 to 25. It was at Shechem that Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, went to be crowned king of all Israel, only to be rejected by the 10 northern tribes, who instead made Jeroboam king over them. Shechem then became the very first capital of the northern kingdom of Israel. The religious importance of the city is evident in the archaeological record, as a large fortress temple with 3 different standing stones being unearthed at the entrance to the structure have been discovered. The temple fortress is thought to be the temple structure that was destroyed by fire during the short-lived reign of Abimelech in Judges chapter 9 verses 46 to 49. It has also been speculated by some that the first standing stone that stood in front of this temple was the stone that Joshua had erected during his last meeting with Israel at Shechem before his death, which event can be found recorded in Joshua chapter 24 verses 25 to 27. The city continued to exist throughout the Old Testament period until 107 BC, when it was completely demolished and was never rebuilt. The New Testament village of Sychar, which is found in John chapter 4 verse 5, is located near the site of Shechem. Later, in 72 AD, a new Roman city called Neapolis, from which the modern Arab city of Nablus gets its name, was founded by the Roman general and future emperor Titus, just to the west of the site of the destroyed Old Testament city of Shechem. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more new videos every Friday.